In this video from backyardideas.org, we're going to go over how to throw a great backyard party. Now, before we get into that, you can go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter so that you can get fresh content, ideas, and other articles delivered straight to your inbox as soon as they're published. To do that, you can just go to www.backyardideas.org/subscribe, and you'll also get our free full ebook on how to get started with organic gardening. Okay, now, when you're going to plan a backyard party, there will usually be some occasion or some theme. So you just need, obviously, the first step is just to identify what that is. That makes the whole planning process easier. It might be a barbecue, an anniversary, a surprise party, a regular birthday party. It might be a themed party based off, you and your friend's favorite TV show, or just a costume party. It might even be a Little League party for your kids and their baseball team. So it can be a lot of different things. The next thing is the guest list. This doesn't have to be a formal guest list. This can be as simple as making a few phone calls or sending out some emails or tweets, whatever, a few text messages. Or you can actually send paper invites. If it's going to be a fancier affair, then, you might want to get actual paper invites. But usually, for a backyard barbecue that your friends and family are coming to, you can email everyone or put it on Facebook or whatever. The main point is to use a medium that all your guests will either see or actually hear about. Because the worst thing that can happen is for you to, email 40 people and 20 of those people don't even check their email. So you just figure out how to, communicate it to the people that you want to show up so that they actually know about it. The next thing is decorating. Now, this can be as simple or as complicated as you want. Now, with the explosion of party stores all over the place, you can find very cheap but fun decorations for almost any theme. And if not, then the internet, somewhere on the internet, definitely will have what you're looking for. So it pays to look into your party ahead of time. That's another reason why you need to nail down what the theme is, a few weeks in advance. One point that I forgot to put in these slides is the optimal time frame to inform somebody or to send out invitations is 1 to 2 weeks ahead of time. Any longer than that and people will forget. It's too far in advance. So with how busy everyone is, you don't want to put out invitations longer or further away than 2 weeks. The 1 week usually will get the most people, the highest show up rate basically. Okay, now as far as the menu, you want to choose the menu based on your guests. Now, we could talk for hours about what kind of foods to have for what kind of parties, but to keep this simple, the main thing is it's almost like an author. I mean, you want to speak to your audience. You want to have foods that your audience or the people coming, the actual guests, that they'll eat and enjoy. It's not the time to try and show off, your best vegetarian recipes if most people eat meat or don't like vegetables. Don't. Your best bet is to not try anything weird or too new or different. When people come to a party, they're looking forward to familiar, enjoyable comfort foods usually. So make things that, the people like. If it's a bunch of kids, you don't need to try to impress them with your home cooking. I mean, kids love pizza. It's going to be hard to beat pizza for a bunch of kids. So, just keep things simple. Playing it safe will usually reap the biggest rewards when it comes to your menu. Now, as far as if you are having a little bit different food that most people like, there's always going to be people that don't appreciate, the finer things, basically. So pizza, hot dogs, and Doritos are something that everyone eats. Everyone likes those things, and so even the most picky people will eat some pizza or some hot dogs. So you might want to have just one package of hot dogs. For drinks, there's really only one rule of thumb, and that's that you can't have too many. The worst thing that can happen is the opposite, that you run out. When people are thirsty, or, if you had some delicious raspberry lemonade and then, a fourth of your guests have to drink water because you ran out, that's what people will remember about your party instead of how delicious it all was. So you can't have too many drinks. That's the main thing you want to keep in mind when it comes to drinks, regardless of what kind of drinks you decide to serve. And again, if you want more content like this on all the different topics that go with enjoying your backyard more, you can subscribe to our newsletter. Go to our website at backyardideas.org/subscribe. Or if you're actually watching this video on YouTube, you can just go down to the description below this video and click on the link. And when you subscribe, you'll also instantly be able to download our free ebook on how to get started with organic gardening.